3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Well, I'm just a big fan of grotesquerie.
Behold, the 5th generation of home computer entertainment.
Boing. Whoa!
Yeah, that's how we have to start this shit, Tim. Fucking dog barking. Hello, everybody. It's Thursday. I hope you can hear me. Hope you can see us. What a trip that I figured out how to do this StreamYard thing on my phone. Never in the history of the stream has this happened. So Tim is here, luckily, and stream might look a little different because we have this. It's set differently because the way my phone is streaming, it made my picture really small. But this way, Tim and I get to be the same size on the screen. So welcome. I am limited to exactly what I can do here on StreamYard, but Tim's going to help me out by putting comments on the screen for me because I cannot easily do that. So, yeah, welcome. Thursday Therapy live here from Brooklyn, New York. I'm in a hotel in beautiful Brooklyn, and you can see behind me some things, trees and buildings and things, which happens in Brooklyn. You have that kind of stuff. Tim, welcome.
Hey, everybody. It's great to be here. Great to see everybody. And yes, did not think we could pull this off, but at the moment, here we are.
Yeah, seems like it's doing okay. And I have internet through the hotel. I think it's working okay. I'm paying attention to you guys on YouTube. So if it's a little delay in me seeing your comment, I apologize. Now,
hey there, Butter Knives.
I'm going to go ahead and say hi to everybody. First,
and that was a hi to everybody.
So yeah, Burnbot was first. Welcome, Burnbot. Thanks for being here. Congratulations on being first in the chat. That means you'll get an entry into the next drawing, which will be happening when I get home from this first leg of the tour. Yeah, Bagman, how's it going? Nice to see you. And Adrian, of course, what's happening? Record Man 1961. Hey, thanks, Record Man, for your first. Here we go. Can you put him outside or in the car or something? Jesus Christ. Tim fucking Nolan. Record Man, thanks for your purchase on my eBay page today. Very nice of you. I sent you a pretty good deal. Hope you like that. Mr. Mohawk Man, rocket, Mohawk Man. Good to see you at the shindigs, Mr. Mohawk Man. And Heckfar, how's it going? Brooklyn in the house, that's for sure. Yeah, I've been walking my ass around Brooklyn a lot. Hey, Gaz, what's happening? Good to see you, man. Jerry Layton, hello. Good to see you, of course. Reg Bloor. Now, you were at the Brooklyn show, right? Have I ever met you before? I don't recognize your name, but you could be using some kind of, certainly an alternative name. There's Butter Knives. What's up, Talia? How's it going? Made Boogie a bracelet and attached a note. Oh, my God. That should have been a surprise. But I'm glad to know you did that. Stinky, what's happening? How's it going, Kami? Yeah, so I've been on this tour now since, basically since late April. I had a few days to come home to my house to repack, do laundry, and then come out here on April 30th. So I've been around this area of the country since April 30th. We did Philly, we did DC, and we did Brooklyn. And then tomorrow is Boston. And I hope to see some of you peoples there, because that would be cool. Who else is here? But yeah, Burnbot, Butter Knives, we'll be seeing you in Zoom tomorrow. Ed Warner, what's up, man? How's it going? We're just streaming here from Brooklyn. Vincent, what's happening? Yeah, I didn't know I was going to. Oh, Bill, I forgot to say hi to you. It's so light outside. I thought you were early. Yeah. Any cat strays during the stream? Man, I got to tell you guys a cat story from today. Dig this, Tim. So I'm walking down the street in the morning. I had this whole day. I didn't realize that we had today as well as a free day. We've had some a lot of time here in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
so, but I think initially there were 2 shows planned for this area, but only one of them ended up happening. So we had some extra days. And so I was like, man, what am I going to do? So I got up pretty early, 7 or so. And by 9, I was out walking. got some breakfast, and I decided I'd take a long walk down to South Brooklyn to investigate some record stores and some thrift shops. And dude, can you put those things away?
They're put away.
I hear something.
You're hearing everything. Go.
So I'm walking, and I come across one of those stairwells that goes down into the from the sidewalk down under the building. The doors open like that, and in the stairwell there's this beautiful gray and white cat, kind of like a white cat with tabby splotches. And there's a lady kind of bent down, but the way she's bent, her legs are standing up straight, but she's bent over like, what the fuck was that? So she's bent over like this. She's like this, petting the cat. She's bent over like this, but she's hanging her head all the way upside down, and her ponytail is hanging, and she's just standing like this, petting the cat. Tim, please, can you mute yourself?
They're in the bathroom.
Just mute yourself, because it doesn't help to have them in the bathroom. Just mute yourself. Mute it. I can't handle it. Okay, so she's petting this cat, and she's hanging her head down. She's standing straight up. And so as I'm walking by, I'm like, oh, fuck, I want to pet that cat too. So I'm getting my phone ready, and I'm like, I'll just let her have her time with the cat, right? So I go over a few doors down, and I'm just standing, waiting. I must have stood there almost 10 minutes. She never changed her position. She's having her head totally hanging upside down. I realized that she was like a street person, or maybe somebody was just slightly fucking crazy. And she was hanging her head upside down. The cat was all into it, right? But she would not leave the cat. It was like, I was like, okay, I just can't wait anymore. I just waited like 10 minutes for this woman to stop petting this cat. That was my one chance to get a cat fixed today. And that crazy woman messed me up. She was hogging the cat.
Those stairwells, those are how they take deliveries. Down.
Oh, they do a lot of stuff out of those stairwells.
Yeah, but wow,
it's
crazy.
But I remember back in the day, in the 80s and 90s, when I would come to New York, people would have record sales down in those things. You would walk down, and there would just be like, it would be the bottom of a grocery store or something, but they would have tons of records that they inherited or whatever. It was so cool. But yeah, Max Mars, what's up? Oh, got to mow the weeds. Well, we get it, man. We get it. You got stuff to do. Wait, the Soap Girls have landed in the States, Bill? I was wondering.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder who the drummer is going to be. I don't know that.
Is Brandon gone?
Wait, there's a loud pop on your mic, Michael.
It's okay. It's not loud on my end, but I hear it's a little pop.
I think it's just turned up. I think it's just turned up too hot. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, now is there a pop?
I did not hear a pop.
But you can hear me.
Oh, I heard a pop.
Really?
I mean, it's sporadic. And when we did our test, I did not hear it.
So is the volume good as it is now, or should I turn it up?
I think it's okay.
Oh, echo cancellation. I'm going to put echo. I'm putting echo cancellation on.
Oh wait, Jeff, you were first tonight. Jeff Young is in the house. You got. Oh, now I don't hear you. No, now I can't hear you.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, what'd you do?
Hold on.
Yeah, everybody. Before the stream, we weren't sure we were going to be able to do this because he had no sound, and then it was just literally just one of those stupid connections. Everything was right, but you had to hold your tongue just a little further left or right or whatever. Just bam.
I got everything turned up. I don't know why the hell.
I hear you in a you're coming out of a little little pen or something. And Butter Knives is giggling. We're glad, Butter Knives. Oh,
it's coming.
Whoa.
You couldn't get the speaker to work earlier.
Yeah, it works. Mike. It's working.
It's working. But now I got to turn echo cancellation on, don't I? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you hear me okay? Is it echoing?
But I hear an echo of myself.
Okay, so that's why I got to turn the echo cancellation. Hold on a second. Okay, now I'm going to go turn on echo cancellation. Oh,
and Vince is here and says, what?
Y'all shut up.
Sticky says, we can definitely deal with a poorer sound for a distant stream.
Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
I heard you. First time I did not.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah. I mean, it's not, it's not a perfect Dolby and everyone, but it works.
Okay, so do I have to turn the volume up or down, or is it good? I turned it way up.
I would not turn it any more up. It sounds maybe turn it down a touch.
Okay, so I've got it like 50% now. Is that good?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I can hear you out of my little speaker, and I got echo cancellation turned on, so we should all be good there.
And Vince is asking, did everybody see Flo? And no, I did that before the stream. No pun intended.
Who's Flo? You mean Flo from like the diner?
Kiss my grits. That one.
Yeah, that's Flo. I haven't seen her in a while.
That's FLO. and this young lady named Groovy Lisa says, I'm late.
Wait, what the hell is Flo?
I'm guessing it's a movie.
It's got to be something geeky if Vince is mentioning it. And he probably likes it.
Vince, you got to tell us now.
No, we probably don't care. Now, Groovy Lisa, hello, you're not late. And I like that you're here. Thanks. I'm in Brooklyn. Can you see behind me the buildings and such?
And the irony is that the no sleep is supposed to happen prior to Brooklyn. And look, he's awake.
Oh, dude, I haven't been sleeping much. That's for sure. Well, it was a cat movie. I'm not going to see it. I don't have time to look at a damn screen except for this time right here. And check an email and editing photos. That's
Butter
all I got.
Knives has to go, but we'll be back later.
All right, kid. Hail.
And MC Facepalm says it's a movie about cats.
Can't we just have cats and not a movie about them? Can we just do cats? I just need a cat fix. I needed a cat fix so bad today, and that damn woman screwed me up.
There's so much truth there. It's like
I waited for 10 minutes. I waited for 10 minutes. That woman was hanging her head upside down. I don't know how she didn't pass out. All the blood must have been rushing to the top of her head. It was crazy.
She had a spoon down below.
That is nutty. What? Oh, let me show you guys. Now, how many people are watching, Tim? Do you know?
We currently have 24, and everybody, thank you for those thumbs up because they definitely help the channel, and we appreciate it. Thank you all.
I need more help than ever right now with that algorithm thing with the likes, because I have not been obviously putting up many videos or streaming because I'm on tour. So I need more help than anything because the value or the reach of my channel is certainly going down. That I'm not putting stuff up, but I do have to tell you, I am collecting footage and imagery to make one of those kind of tour scrapbooks that I tend to do. So I think, depending on how much footage I have at the end of this run, I'll do a May tour run video, and then when I come back in June, I'll do a June one. But there's certainly a lot of stuff that I haven't posted on my personal socials yet. So I'm collecting.
MS Facepalm is asking, are you busting it this time or are you flying?
Well, we busted a little bit for just a couple hours here and there. It wasn't anything that was long, but tonight we get on a bus at midnight, and then we drive all night. We get to the venue probably at 5 in the morning or so, and then we sit there probably till 6, 7, or 8. So hopefully sleeping until we go straight into the venue and start setting up. And then after Cleveland, I believe, we get on a bus and we go all the way to Salt Lake City, which is going to be like a day or two driving. And I think we may have a day to stop somewhere, and because I think after a certain amount of time, you have to give the bus driver sleeping time. So anyway, I think it's going to be like 2 days on the bus then. And then I think between Salt Lake City and LA, it might be 2 days travel on the bus. So that'll be mega bus time for this part of the tour.
And also, Low Noise, Jason Skills says, what's up, Filmer?
It's been a long time, Jason. How's it going? Yeah, we are going to Canada at some point, Toronto. We're going to Toronto at some point. If you love cats, it's for you, says Vincent. Well, no, it's not for me because it's a movie.
Yeah, because he says, come up to Canada sometime. We can't visit the U.S. lately.
Why would you want to?
Oh, come on now. that's
You've
yeah.
done it before.
Change the subject.
It's not like you would make the effort to come down here.
This guy's broken. This guy's broken.
But I mean, I don't know how often I've heard of low noise Jason Skills coming to America. Are you just using this as an excuse not to come down with low noise? Just break the law. Come on down. Who cares? Parachute in.
Oh, and I don't know if I don't think you did, but earlier I didn't get a chance to say, "Hey, Patrick," because he joined us a long time ago, and I think that was right before my dogs were being noisy.
Right. Yes, I can't see a lot of the chat, so that's cool. Yeah, animated even makes it worse than. I'm not big into cartoons. You know, I just if I'm gonna watch something, it's typically I'm working. Like if I'm gonna watch something on a screen, I have to be paid for it because I don't enjoy it. I always think there's something else I should be doing actually.
And I believe half of that, you know, but he doesn't watch a physical TV.
Tim believes a lot of things I believe 0% of.
But the thing is, it's like I'm there.
I know you're there.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're there.
So here's the story I was going to tell. So after I walk past the cat and I get dissed with my cat time, I'm walking down the street and I notice something interesting on one of those utility boxes, those silver boxes that are usually all tagged up in cities. They're just children's toys laid out on a few stuffed animals and all the stuff, and they're all pretty new. And I'm just looking, going, "Wow, this is pretty cool." Somebody just left their toys out for somebody to take. And there was a little bag of plastic figures, and I couldn't help. I had to pull out 3 of them for obvious reasons you'll see in a second, and then I'll tell you why they were sitting out. What I found out, but look at this.
Okay, we know why.
Yeah. Yeah, and so I showed these to Mark Mothers. I was like, "Mark, look what I found in the street in Brooklyn." And he was like, "I said, with a couple of adjustments, I think I know what they can become." And I said, "I think I have to add just a couple of things to these to make them what I want to make them." And he was like, "What do you mean, the other 2 guys?" And I was like, "No, these are the principal living members." And he was like, "Well, then you need 2 tombstones." I was like, "What?" But yeah, I found DEVO in the street. And so then I was walking through the neighborhood coming back, different path, and I noticed people on their fences in these nice, those skinny, tall houses that are all next to each other. And on the fence in front of their house, some people would hang pants or put shoes or hang a bag of whatever, clothing, sheets, or they'd have stuff laid out on a bench or something, clothes or whatever. So they would just, the whole neighborhood lays out stuff for people to take. Books sitting out, like cutting boards, anything people could use that need it, they lay out. I thought that was pretty cool. But yeah, I had to take these guys. I couldn't leave the yellow suit.
And I can't remember what those were, but those are from our era. They used to be wooden.
No, I think these are slightly newer. When I showed these to people,
no, those are newer. But I'm saying the design, the face is the same. That was from our era, and I don't remember what those were called, but they were wooden.
Well, I think that's just a generic happy face. I don't know if it's the same company, but these have a name. Somebody said, "Oh, those are blah blah blah," and I don't know what they're talking about. But somebody younger here may know what they're called, but I don't know. But to me, they're going to be DEVO. So that was kind of fun when I found those in the
street. and Bill commented, "You sure a kid didn't get killed there? That's what people do, leaving mementos." And that's what I thought of, Bill.
we can only hope. Fisher Price wooden toys, yeah, but I don't think there were. Maybe these are Fisher Price.
They were Fisher Price, Ed. You're right.
Maybe that's the trademark.
But that head was unique to that. I don't know.
Maybe it's a Fisher Price trademark kind of face or something. But yeah, I'm not seeing any kind of there's text on the bottom, but my God.
Yeah, it's tiny. We can't do that anymore.
Giators, 1974.
It's
These are
Fisher
from
Price. It's Fisher Price.
1974, dude.
No, those weren't made. It's
Oh,
what
no,
they're saying.
no.
That,
Yeah, it says
they didn't
copyright
make those plastic toys in 74.
It says copyright 1974, and on the back it says another copyright GEOBRA. Geo, like I guess geometric something. I don't know. GeoBra. But yeah, 1974. I should have took the whole bag of these motherfuckers.
But yeah, it's the style. Like it's the same design, except they were not plastic.
Kind of weird, man. Yeah, I don't know, but somebody called them something that I'd never heard, like a character I'd never heard. But well, maybe one day we'll figure it out. They look like Lego guys. Yeah, but I don't think they're Lego.
Yeah, and everybody's kind of saying the same thing. They don't remember what. But Ed said Bag of Whatever could be a great band name.
Probably already taken.
More than likely.
What does that say on the bottom, dude?
Oh, and Mike, you'd like this one. As I strolling up, Groovy Lisa said, "I love free things too. When my neighbor dumps out their good shit, I grab it."
Playmobil. That was an old toy. Maybe these are like modern versions of Playmobil. But
Playmobil, maybe, I don't know. It was Playmobil. It was Playmobil.
That's why I remember the faces, because I think the first ones were just little cylinders of wood with a ball on top, and they had maybe a little tie painted or 3 buttons painted on this
but I remembered the head.
They had no arms or anything. It was just those little cylinder pieces of wood.
You might be right. Yeah, because I remember they had a bus too, like a bus with just the maybe.
And they put them in little circles.
Burnbot and Bagman said yes, Playmobil. Oh, I'm sorry. Reg Blore said it first. Oh, Jeff Young.
I guess there's different versions of it. Actually, I'm on my laptop. I can Google this. Playmobil 1974.
But do we want to waste this much time with
So what else are we going to talk
about? Well, I mentioned earlier that you had a nice T-shirt on.
These are from 1974, dude.
Plastic ones?
Yeah. These are from 1974, and this particular yellow one is an Indian. It's an Indian, yeah. So the bag that I found were all Indian characters, and they don't sell for very much. 4 of them doesn't even go for $3.95. But yeah, I just took the yellow ones. But there are red Indians, blue Indians, and then Indians that are girls. I guess they have little skirts on. So it's an Indian character. But 1974 is the one these made. Yeah, I just searched vintage Playmobil, and tons of them came up. Huh. Yeah, and it doesn't look like the little wooden ones with a round head were Playmobil. Yeah, so all I'm seeing is these dudes. Wow, 1974 catalog. I could go in a rabbit hole with that. Yeah, so that's what I found, Playmobil DEVO. So I never played with these. I never had these as a kid. I didn't even have Legos much as a kid. I was older by the time I got Legos. I got greetings off Jerry wishing me good health when I had my brain injury. Well, that's nice, guys. I was a Lego kid. I remember, yeah. So yeah, this shirt. I got this shirt at Trash and Vaudeville, one of my favorite stores, East Village, New York. I've never, ever, ever, ever seen a screen printed Klaus Nomi shirt that I could buy. I don't know if this is licensed or not, but I jumped at it. I couldn't believe that I was seeing a Klaus Nomi shirt.
I don't know if anybody else had seen. I just recently saw that a box set of Klaus Nomi's, all of his works are in one box set, and that is the cover. That's all it says on the cover of the box set. So
this is a album cover, yeah.
Right. But maybe that's why it was,
I love it. Why it was. Nah, I don't think many of those designs are licensed. I don't know. It's typical for those stores in the East Village to have, unlicensed but cool designs that you can't really find online. Because God knows I have searched for real screen printed Klaus Nomi shirts online before, and when I'm ordering shirts online, I'm always afraid I'm gonna get one of those iron-ons or those just really cheaply done digital prints or something. But
which I bought some not long ago, and oh my gosh, like you know how much hotter those ones are too to wear.
It's like wearing a bulletproof vest.
They're horrible. Ed Warner said the little wooden ones were Fisher Price. So that's what I thought, Ed. But
They weren't they called Playmobil. I think they were called something else.
no, I mean there was a Playmobil. I remember that.
I don't think the little ones with just a really like a cylindrical wooden body and a ball on top. I don't know if those were called Playmobil or not.
No, I don't know.
But they were Fisher Price.
No. Playmobil is a company. Fisher Price is a company. So no, I think Ed's right that they were Fisher Price. And I was just gonna say crap. And now I forgot. It was based on somebody's comment. Yeah. No. Then like the more modern ones were called Little People.
Little People.
Yeah, that's like the 90s or whatever.
Man, now I'm wondering what those little wooden ones were. Fisher Price.
Yeah, because I remember I had.
There they are. They're called Little People. The ones with just a round head and the little.
And they're wood?
That's what I'm looking. Well, I guess parts of them are plastic, but I think I remember them being wood. Yeah.
So do I.
But yeah, okay. So that's the difference. But they have the same smiley face.
So
basically,
we're the same thing. Okay, huh?
Basically the same. I don't know. Maybe
because I remember because my son had one in the 90s.
Right. Anyway, so I found those in the street. I thought that was really wild.
Well, we will look to see what they look like when you're done with them.
Right.
And that thing that you had started on your, of the stage, are you going to include them into that stage or?
It's not really a stage. No, I won't include them. They're not the right size. But I'm going to do something with it. My plan is to make little hair for them. Maybe find something that just fits to represent hair. And
just start walking up to the guys and clip, just half inch of their hair.
And then I'm going to put a little DEVO and a black belt and 3D glasses on them. Probably.
Oh, dude, you got to do that. You got to just snip a little bit off of them.
You collect the hair for me.
I mean, as long as you don't think I'm going to get hit.
Well,
I don't think
Bob
Bob would care. Bob, yeah, I don't think he'd go for that. Jerry definitely wouldn't.
The cool Fisher Price characters were a dog and a guy with a cooking. I remember that kind of. Oh, now Burnbot had a dream about a new DEVO video.
And you're able to read these. This is great.
You guys are such nerds, I swear. So I got to.
And did you see this? Did you see this earlier? Bagman's comment.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, well, DEVO, Mark almost did a record with Klaus. And then Klaus died. Mark Mothersbaugh. Now I got a funny story. So we're at the venue in DC, and I have to set up my little changing tent for the band, the quick change tent where they go in and change costumes during the set. And so I'm checking it over with the local stage guys, and they're asking me, where I want it and what I want. So a little while later, I go check, and they have some stuff set up and lighting, and the guy's like, so is that going to work for you, man? I was like, it's good, but it might need to be a little gayer. And he laughed. He was like, oh, right, yeah. We fist bumped, right? Next time I come back, there were little puffy pom-pom things hanging all around. Then the next time I came back, they added little disco balls everywhere. And the next time I came back, there was 2 furry cowboy hats. And the next time I came back, there was the gay poem book. It just kept getting gayer. It was the gayest quick change tent in DEVO's history, and I would love to know.
And if all that's real, I hope you snap photos of each change.
I didn't, because I guess I was so mesmerized by what was going on.
Because that's the kind of thing that you never expect people to put that much effort into it,
Well, I mean, Boogie Boy would have worn one of the fluffy cowboy hats, but I know that Boogie throws it in the audience often, and they wanted to keep the stuff. They didn't want us to. So I had to not let Boogie wear it. What? Okay, also, was that what turned into Bob Loves You?
Yeah, I don't know where that's coming from.
There was a sample or something, and something. I remember that being in something. Maybe a backwards message and something. Yeah, I can't remember. Maybe it was a Mark commercial that had that in it. I can't remember. So yeah, what else do I have to say about Brooklyn? So I got this shirt. I got a bunch of pinback buttons, man. I've been finding great, I mean, not vintage ones, but good little ones. I found a Public Image one that was really weird today. Uh-oh. What is that? Can you hear me?
I didn't hear anything.
My speaker just beeped for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, that means the battery is going low.
It's plugged in though to the power.
But remember that the cord's a little funny. Just twist it a little.
It's not. This cord's not funny. This cord is unfunny.
Ooh.
No, I don't know what the deal is, but maybe the cord just got jostled. You know. But I listened to that jam tape. It was silly. What are you talking about? Jam tape. I don't know what you're talking about.
You know, that jam tape.
I got some new socks. I'm pretty happy about at the Sock Man. Is it the Sock Guy or the Sock Man? I think it's the Sock Guy, and he's in East Village. Of course, I went to our favorite bar, the International Bar, at least.
Yeah.
Great record stores discovered here in Brooklyn, which I wasn't aware of. I haven't bought a whole lot. If I was closer to home or not traveling, I probably would have been bad and bought some stuff that I found, but I didn't. Yeah. I went to visit Primary Wave, Tim, in Manhattan yesterday.
Nice.
Primary Wave, which is DEVO. And they gave me a stack of records, new records from their artists. I remember a couple of Culture Club reissues, a Prince double live album.
No. Oh, that sucks.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I paid for it.
But yeah, so a few things they gave me. That was really nice of them.
Yeah, that is cool.
And they didn't make me carry it around. They shipped it to me, so that's good. There were like 10 or 15 albums, and I didn't want to carry that around.
Yeah. Mail that shit for $6-8.
But I'm looking forward to Boston is going to be good. But man, I tell you, the last 3 shows have been, I think, all sold out. And man, great energy from the crowd, and the band just enjoyed themselves. And,
Ken, are we not men? I'm just jumping in there.
Hello, Ken. Good to see you again. I saw him. We went out after the Brooklyn
trip. There was a lot of great pictures, both by him and Tom. And Gaz says, "Has Mike ever tried contact lenses? To be honest, I do not think it would suit him. This is, in my eyes, DEVO trademark."
In my eyes, I can't be wearing that shit.
He's difficult with like all that kind of stuff. So
I just want to, just too much, man. Just too much.
And I didn't need them back when. I do need corrective lenses now, but I there's no way I could be poking my eyes now at our age.
I didn't start wearing glasses until I was like 30. So
yeah.
Liam, you saw ZZ Top. Oh wow, I would have liked to see them. The remaining members, anyway. Yeah, I've never tried contact. No, it's not for me. But yeah, I discovered a bar here that actually the guy that me and Ken were with, Tom Kirsten, turned me on to. It was called Duff's, and it was a heavy metal bar. And I had to buy the shirt, Ken. Should I show you the shirt? It's really good.
Let's see it.
Now, Tom was going to buy it, but he said, no, I can't get away with wearing that. I can. You can see it? Hold on, give me a second.
Oh, here we go. And I have no idea, guys.
It's really good. It's the best bar shirt I've ever seen. Okay, you ready?
It's going to say bar shirt or something like that. Oh, yeah. Yep.
What, you've seen it before?
No, but I mean, I've heard of it.
Heard of it?
I've heard, like, they have a bunch. They
You've heard
have
of
a shtick.
But you've heard of this before?
I've heard of Duff's Bar.
Okay, but you've never heard of a shirt that says alcohol abuse?
No.
Now,
No,
you can wear it.
But it's one of those drinking places.
You'd wear this around your family, right?
I would. Yeah.
I can't wait to wear this.
Oh, I wouldn't have a problem wearing that.
I'm saving it for a real special day, like a funeral or a wedding.
Yeah, wedding. That'd be good.
And I got another shirt from another bar. It was called, oh shit. It was a bar in Philadelphia. Damn it. Can't remember the name of it, but it's also a good shirt. I just can't remember what it says. But yeah, I don't ever buy shirts at bars, but these two had to come up with. Ministry for the first time, low noise.
Yeah,
Oh. I've never seen Ministry. I was more into Skinny Puppy. The Asylum is live, says El Padrino. Okay. I don't know what that means, but welcome a good fight. Only if you're fighting with your own testicles. I would go watch that if somebody was punching their own testicles and had a beef. If somebody had a beef with their own genitalia, I'd go watch that fight.
That sounds like that's not my kind of thing.
I wouldn't have a problem wearing that, says Ed. Come get some, bet you won't. What do you got? You ain't got shit, El Padrino. I ain't coming to get nothing. You got some damn, what, video game you want me to play? Ha! Freak. Well, what are you doing, Tim?
I just did it as you. Sorry.
What are you doing?
I was just going to share with my shirt. And we have our buddy Ed Warner on.
Okay. Okay, so you're sharing his van. Yeah. I'm not sure that's kept. But anyway, but yeah, I didn't post that, guys. I don't know what kind of link that is.
No, it was definitely me.
It didn't really work as a link either. Either sounds like a troll or a bot. Yeah, maybe. You think?
No. I'm trying to.
Yes, I've tried James one.
Do they not link?
No. Well, one of them might, but the other one doesn't. And not for me anyway. Let's see. Oh wait, they might both link. I'm not going to try it, but they might both link.
Okay.
Yeah. No, he's not in Electric Frankenstein anymore, though. You've got Electric Frankenstein.
No, but I wanted to share. What?
You've got two links in one. Oh no, the second link is not working, and neither is the first. None of them work.
Jeez.
Tim just can't.
You got to do each individual.
It's kind of cute. It's kind of cute, Tim, that you don't know how to copy and paste links, and I don't think Tim has ever.
I quite do. The issue is.
Well, I mean, just from what people see on this channel, you never do it right, which is hilarious to me. I don't know why. Yeah, but see, the second one is the half. I'm
happy.
The second one is half of Knowledge is for Fools Bandcamp, and then it also has the Electric Frankenstein Bandcamp. And the first one looks like it's supposed to be the Bandcamp, but it's got Ed Warner's name kind of in there without a space.
Okay, so no, they work individually.
Yeah, I tried, and my computer said no.
I just did it. So
yeah. Well, anybody else? Those links work for anybody else? Because you should check out Ed's bands. They're nuts.
Yeah, they really are, and
pretty fun to watch live. They're even more fun to have drinks with. Yeah, tonight, man, I'm kind of glad nobody had any ideas for me to do anything tonight, because I could have been, maybe convinced to go out and have a few drinks, and that would not have made sleeping on the bus easy.
Yeah, because he's got to go at midnight. It's like and do nothing up until then. Yeah, that's rough.
Well, I've done so much. We've been here like 4 days or something. I've done so much walking. I'm so burned out, like on walking, that I'm ready to just have a night where I just chill. So, and I've been taking time to repack. This morning was the first time I didn't have to get up at any certain time. Of course, I still got up at 7, but I didn't have to do anything. So when I went to sleep last night, it was just like, wow.
That's nice.
It's unusual for me not to have to get right up in the morning. Where in England can I buy Jerry's wine? I really don't know, guys. I don't know how that works.
I know that he did ship it overseas, but I don't know how to do that. I would just contact it through 50 by 50.
Trying to see. Oh, yeah, Ed said the first links weren't working for him.
Yeah, the first ones didn't. The next ones did.
Okay, right.
Everybody's saying that those worked, and yeah, it's like they were the same as I put them in, but I guess because there were so many, it just debunks them.
It's just your hands have a curse. Oh no, I have to sell my Brooklyn tickets, says Michael, because of work obligations. Oh no, that's unfortunate, Michael. Would have been cool to see you. Yeah, the new ones are good. Midnight is the only time to drive from New York City to Boston. Otherwise, it's stop and go. Well, I don't care. I'll be sleeping, Rich.
But Michael Broskin, you don't live in Brooklyn. What are you doing?
He travels to see some
I
gigs.
guess
That's
so.
from all over the country. I usually see him out west in California for sure. Link to Ed, you can't post a link because you're not a moderator, buddy. Sorry about that. Only people with a blue wrench next to their name are allowed to post links in the chat. So apologies for that. But Tim can certainly post that if you like.
Absolutely.
But yeah, kids, I'm really glad that we're getting to do this because I didn't think it was possible. This is going to change how I do my live streams for my car, even though I'm not going to be able to use all the bells and whistles like I usually do through StreamYard. It will be nice to have this option because I can do a little more than I could on just regular old YouTube. And this might be a more solid connection for whatever reason. Oh, Tall Pandas, you're going to go to the show tomorrow? Okay, check this out. Tall Panda Spark. If you see me, please try to get my attention. I will likely be running around doing stuff. But if you see me, please reach out and say hi. I would love to say hi. And I've met a lot of great people that way on this tour. Of course, people that I recognize and remember from the other events, but new people too, which is nice. Yeah, so Talia and Emma, Butter Knives and Zuna are coming tomorrow. Hopefully I'll get to see them at some point before or after the show. And you need a step counter. I don't need, no, you know what my step count, you know how I know if I have enough steps? I'll show you. That's how I know I got enough steps today. There's no fat. There's no fat, so that means I'm doing good with steps. I don't need to know how many. I think that's a diversion. They're going to tell you, oh, a certain number of steps is successful. If your body looks the way you want it, then you have enough steps. If not, then you need more steps. That's the bottom line. Bottom line is your body tells you when you've had enough steps. So go out there and walk. Low noise Jesus Gills. Walk around the block tonight. Walk a couple miles. Walk 4 miles. For Christ's sake. Nathan Bouchard. I like saying that name and welcome. Good to see you again, Nathan. I've heard of Jerry's Kids, not Jerry's Wine. Now, low noise. What if Jerry's Kids had wine? That'd be pretty fun. Now, Jerry's Kids was a punk band. That's probably what you're talking about, or maybe you're talking about the actual Jerry's Kids. I love to travel. My wife is a retired airplane employee. Oh, you lucky bastard. She probably still gets hookups, yeah. 10,000 steps is the only thing because it's a pun in Japanese. Oh, what does that mean, Reg? I have no idea. Okay, there's Kip for YouTube. Thank you, Tim. You did it correctly. That's beautiful. I am currently creating my own DEVO t-shirts for summertime. Oh, good, guys. That's smart. Thanks for being a creator in whatever way you can. All right, I'm finishing the last little bits of my very unhealthy soda pop.
Yeah, and you got to quit that crap, man.
Well,
What's your alcohol tonight?
I'm not drinking. I got to get on a bus at midnight and go to sleep.
I know.
I might have, if there's alcohol on the bus, I may have a beer or two before I go to sleep. But I think what's going to happen is I'm going to get on the bus and try to just go to sleep because I need all the sleep I can get tonight. Okay, so Burnbot says, not to get you self-promotionally, but ages ago you said I should do a DEVO remix. I did, and I'll post on YouTube. Okay, well, I don't know if I'll be able to post or help you spread that word until I get home. But if you remind me, I will Edge Den of Metal. Hail, Edge Den.
Right.
Oh, have I met you before, Edge Den of Metal? If not, welcome. I kind of don't know if I've familiar with the channel. I'm trying to think. Nathan says, getting ready to go on a plane to Miami, take a cruise chartered by Sirius XM Underground Garage. Underground Garage. What kind of bands, Nathan? Name a few.
Underground.
At Burnbot, Mark won't see you. You do your thing. Props to Tim for seriously upgrading my Ventures album. Oh, yeah, he sent you that stack. That's great. Yeah, I'll give him a few.
And we're not done yet, Ed.
All right, Ed, please subscribe to my channel. I will try to remember to also do that for you. And we should stay in touch. Ed, where are you from? Where's the Den of Metal? Where's the Den of Metal located, Ed? The Den of Metal. Please, the Den of Metal. But Tim, you asked what my alcohol was. For the last however many nights, it's been whiskey and beer.
Yeah. Oof.
Michigan. Oh, so Ed, do you like just metal? Are you into DEVO at all? Are you going to be at the DEVO show in Detroit? I'll be there soon.
As will I.
Oh yeah, you're going to Detroit too. That would be hardcore wine. Although maybe Jerry's kids are straight edge. Well, you can be straight edge and still sell people wine. I mean, do any of those straight edge people continue to be straight edge their whole life? And what's the percentage of ones that fall off?
About 90, probably 95.
Alcohol-free wine could work. Well, that's just diabetes in a bottle for no reason. I'm not in Michigan right now, Ed, but I'm going to be there soonish. I'm in Brooklyn right now. We're going to Boston, and then I think next month is Michigan, right?
Yes.
Next month is Michigan.
And Nathan Bouchard says down below.
Yeah. So my favorite band of the ones you just listed, probably between X and L7.
And I like X, Social Distortion. I like the Coolies, Flamin' Groovies.
Yeah, I never liked Social Distortion. They look like the guys that picked on me in high school.
Yeah. And he's being serious, and it's.
They look like jocks to me. They don't look like punk rockers.
And Mike, as we've discussed it, there's even a sound, like a jockey sound, from people that are trying to be post-punk or whatever. It's like, yeah.
Sometimes it's called brocore.
Yeah.
Hey, DJ Chris, what's up? Hey, Stinky, what's up? Okay, so I'll see you.
We will be there.
We'll see you somehow. I met Lenny K recently. He says, Edward, got him to sign my Nuggets. What's his
DJ Trish in the house.
Let's just delete LP off that and got him to sign my Nuggets. I like that. I wonder if Lenny's ever signed somebody's Nuggets before.
Ed, do you have a video of him signing your Nuggets?
We can't show it here.
Right. Like, unless you just put that funny face right over.
Ed Den of Metal, hard rock metal, listen to lots of classic rock, DEVO too. Well, yeah, I'm all over the place like that too, and but I can mix pop music in there as well as hip hop.
Oh, and gospel.
But if you go to that DEVO show, I would love to see.
That's him, not me.
Love to meet you. Hey, so it looks like the lights are coming on behind me, right? The city.
It's starting. Now your light is glaring in the window, but it's not glaring on the screen.
Oh, okay. Let's see what it looks like when I do this. Hold on.
Woo! Didn't help. Oh, look, that's worse.
So as you look at a middle
that's
song,
worse, Mike.
Well, it's just the same as it was. Hold on.
Yeah, turn it off again.
I'm not gonna turn it off. I'm just changing where the bulb is.
You did something different a minute ago.
It's just a camera adjusting.
Okay. Yeah, I guess it's not very different.
It's a lamp on a trash can, you guys.
But now the now your back screen, like, it was starting to look dark, and now it looks a little lighter again. So
I just have to fuck with the thing. Anyway, that's what I can do. Penetration of the centerfolds. Low noise. Jason says, does DEVO have a heavy metal song? Well, they did some songs where they, I guess, tried to be a little metal, like I think Super Cop or one of those like soundtrack songs, or maybe it was their 9 Inch Nails cover, which I can't stand. I just can't stand it. But I think they've tried to do a little metal, but DEVO really doesn't know a lot about metal, honestly. So I don't know if they could actually really do a metal song. I think
if it was artsy enough, they could.
Low noise Jason Skills. I grew up with mixtapes, so I'm sure that somewhere, sometime back in the '80s, I did do a DEVO mixtape. But it's been a long time since I made a mixtape. I'll tell you that. See, there goes that beep again. Oh, you know what's probably telling me is that it's charged up because I still have plugged. It's probably just telling me it's charged.
Not a clue.
Yeah, might get a better signal. Yeah, I don't think you're allowed to open hotel windows much anymore.
Okay, so you're just reading that.
Yeah, working in a coal mine was not metal. But the fact, here's why DEVO, this is what they told me. The reason DEVO put working in a coal mine on that record was because they thought it was funny that they were being asked to be on a record called heavy metal. So they put like a very unmetal, a very un-guitar chaotic song, a very un-rock and roll song on the record. And then it became a hit off the record, which was, because it became such a hit that they had to add it to New Traditionalist by adding a single in the record. Because
and Mike, I don't know things as clear as you, but the sampler of that year, wasn't that in their sampler?
Oh, what's a sampler?
When Warner Brothers would do all of their artists, just like a spring sampler or a summer sampler. Was it working in a coal mine on that?
I mean, I'm sure it was on a compilation somewhere at some time, but when it first was recorded, they weren't even going to put it on the album. It just didn't make it. But then they sent it to the Heavy Metal soundtrack as kind of a joke, and then it became a hit. So then right before New Traditionalist came out, because the records were already pressed and the covers were already pressed, they had to just add a 7-inch of it in the record because it was such a popular song. Yes, it's a cover song for sure. Yeah.
And I'm pretty positive that it was their standout, in their catalog of singles. I think that was in it.
Yeah, of course it is. That's what I'm saying. It was such a big single that it had to be added to the record as a 7-inch record. That's the only reason that 7-inch record was included in New Traditionalist. Yeah, so it was just like Whip It. They didn't think Whip It was going to be a hit. It became a hit. So oftentimes things happen that are unpredictable and surprising. And now let's see here. I'm going to check some numbers. I'm just curious.
And did we want to follow any, we didn't really discuss it. Do we want to positives or what do you want to?
Oh yeah, positives. Let me see if I can play the intro. Okay, give me a second. Here. I'm just going through some shit. Okay, cool. I wish we could get those likes up more closer to how many people are watching. That'd be good. Now, all right, let me play this intro. And we'll do this segment, which our friend Emma, aka Zunatina, illustrated and animated. Here we go.
She's not.
Okay, so this is the part where I ask you to tell me something positive that happened to you. Oh, let's just say in the last week or two. Start your comment with the word positive, so I know you're referring to anything that was forward moving in your life, that made you happy, that made you money, that killed somebody you hated, whatever it was, positive thing in your life. I'd love to hear it in the chat, and I'm going to start going to the comments now. Okay, cool. Let's see if I can keep up with this shit. Let's see. Okay, it looks like it's working. Okay, so we'll see what happens here. If anybody has any points, Tim, what's your positive?
And what are my positives? I did not prepare for them because I did not expect that we were going to have video. But my positives would be I found some great thrift finds this week. A number of $100 or better items. One aspect that was great, and I don't know if you know, Mike, the Snoopy and the Red Baron and like all the Snoopy stuff is always the Royal Guardsman. Like it's always worth grabbing if it's in okay shape. And I saw that like even in good condition, some of them are going for $30, which is insane. But I found 3 of those, one in near mint, the other 2 VG plus. I got a Kansas box set that was freaking incredible. 4 LP 180. I think they're better than 180 gram. Oh my, he's doing that thing now. But yes, and CDs and everything else, and I found a bunch of rock stuff. That's about it. Like it was great. He was great. And I've already sold a number of them.
Cool. Okay, so let's get to there's a few things in the chat happening here. I want to say that Breakfast King says, has Kilmer defected from the dork side to the hipster? Now wait, don't you know that becoming hip and cool starts with being a dork and a geek and a nerd? Anyway, I am here because DEVO played here, and now we go off to Boston to do another show. So that's why I'm in Brooklyn. We're on tour with the band DEVO. And Cape Cod Ken says positive. I don't know if you can put these on the screen when I talk about something.
I got to find where you're at.
Cape Cod, the first positive. The first positive.
Yep.
Yes, so it was fun, Ken, wasn't it? But Ken went home early and didn't hang out the whole night.
Oh, Ken.
Feeling a bit elderly. He was not willing to go the extra mile because I was actually in town to hang out for once. These old people, man.
No. He had a different reason. Ken is sensible. Ken is sensible.
We don't need that in our lives. When do I ever hang out with sensible people? Come on.
He knows you, Mr. Pilmer.
Me and Ted, me and Tom had an excellent time. We met people that we talked to all night. Had a great time. Walked around the city a little bit after we had some drinks. It was really fun. I was really glad I went.
That I stayed out with Tom, and there's been nights I stayed out with Ken. So it's like, hey, and then there's nights that we all stayed out.
There's nights you slept with both of them, which is fun.
Well, like you do.
And then when we moved to Burnbot, I accidentally stopped someone from stealing from a shop and got free food for the place as a reward. It's nice. Well, I don't know if you can really tell the story briefly, but I'm wondering how you accidentally stopped somebody. Edward says positive.
Maybe another drink.
Okay, wait. Okay, maybe another drink. Okay, Anti-Sane covered the Snoopy songs. Yeah. Universe Galaxy. Hey, can I join your panel then? I don't know why you'd want to. We're not talking about anything else. We're not really doing anything up here that you'd want to come up here. And I don't even know if I know you, the Universe Galaxy. Pretty funny name though. DJ Trish says positive. I got my tax refund this week. Oh man, I remember the days of getting tax refunds. Michael Proskin, it's pretty cool. I'm seeing a lot of new spuds during live stream. Yeah, that's good. That's always good. I dig that. Breakfast King says positive. I got a FedEx box of records from Milano. Nice. Ken tapped out at 12:30 a.m. Boring. You didn't get a Dutch Alcohol Abuse Center shirt. That's your punishment.
Hey, he did good on the boat.
That's because he was trapped on the boat. Positive, I got up to the boardwalk today, DJ. That always sounds good. Breakfast King, positive. Backlog Addiction, I got to go to record shopping in Minneapolis with Nathaniel Mars. What? Did you do a YouTube video on that? DC meetup. That's pretty cool. Patrick, positive. Portrait drawing is helping me improve. Drawing in genital. Able to work in the garden and seeing seedlings growing. You're on acid, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Burnbot had trouble with the door that led to the store exit that held the guy up. That's like scripted in a movie, that scene. Some nerdy guy trying to open the door and struggling with it and blocks the guy, and the cop says, "Oh, now you're a hero. You saved. I just couldn't get the door open." It was completely my mistake. Yeah, I get it. That's funny. You did get tackled. Oh,
that's Pilmer.
Too bad you didn't tackle him. Dave, the pickup artist, might have a joke. Positive phoning elevators on a similar level. Oh, you've used that one about 25 times, but you're allowed to use it 25 times more. Then you have to stop. Burnbot, it felt like Mr. Bean's. Now, there's a movie reference. Why are you people so into movies? What's the deal? They're not that great. You can be doing something else, like walking around the block, watching cats lick themselves. Stinky says, hi, Patrick. Heart. Zuna, what in the world are you doing? I'm in Brooklyn Hotel, Zuna. Getting ready to come to Boston to meet up with you freaks. And I have to get on the bus tonight at midnight. So I had the whole day free, had nothing planned, and got my 4 hours of walking in. So I thought I would try a stream. And look, it's working.
And Pilmer, it is 8 o'clock.
Totally is.
Yeah.
UKU. What does that mean, guys? There's another person on acid.
I'm pretty sure they're saying they're from the UK.
UKU. I found a record. Oh, I found a Little Marcy record.
Wait, in New York?
Like really cheap, like $1 or something. But it's not in the greatest shape. But I think it's a cover version I don't have with $1.98 printed on the cover. But whatever the case, I had to save it.
In New York, you found it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, or maybe it was in DC. I can't remember.
Huh.
I can't remember. Final positive from Burnbot. I'm starting to recover my sleep pattern. And with that, night spud. See you, Burnbot. Reminds me of the song Patterns by DEVO. But good to see you. Hopefully you can pop in if I get to do another live stream while I'm touring here.
Oh, huh.
Can't wait. I want to say hi. Thank you, Zena. We dig you, and I can't wait to see you and everybody in your posse tomorrow. Are they coming back to the UK? I don't know, guys. Could happen. Hey, Michael, do you still listen to cassettes all the time? Chris?
Cassettes,
not as much as I listen to CDs, but yeah, I have several boom boxes that still work. But pardon me. So yeah, what else do you got, Tim? Entertain us.
Oh, I mean, yes, cassettes are actually an in thing now. In collecting, they go for hundreds of dollars, and I play them. Pilmer plays CDs most of the time. Most of the time I do vinyl, reel-to-reel, or cassette. Just kind of my, preferred. But yeah, just a good stuff, man. And and Ed still has his boom box from 1988. I've got I got the same model I had, and it was a big old Sanyo, and I don't know. My parents got rid of mine, but I got it right back, and I love it.
Okay, here I found some Pinback buttons. Not all of them that I bought, but I found a good portion of them. Okay, so first of all, I typically buy the DEVO bootleg pins when I find them because they're cheap and I can wear them, and if they fall off, it's okay because I have multiples. So I got those two DEVO ones. I got, of course, this is a standby for me. I always have to have one of these, Ozzy Osbourne logo.
Oh yeah,
love that. Also, this is a great logo, Public Enemy, the Target logo, right there. And dig this, 2 of these, Tim. 2 of these. Now, what's this band called, Tim?
Oh, Anal Cunt.
Anal Cunt pins. I can't believe it.
And Michael Proskin said this down below.
I can't read it on the screen.
Snoopy and the Royal Guardsmen rock. I didn't realize they were such a big deal.
So, staying in line with the pleasantry of Anal Cunt, here's a feeders button, and this is Jesus, because they have a song called Jesus Entering from the Rear, which I love. And so that's that one. And then we got Criminal Minded by Boogie Down Productions, one of my favorite rap records.
Nice. Yeah.
Criminal Minded, you've been blinded, looking for a style like mine, you can't find it. And then in that line, too, I've got Cypress Hill, great logo. I heard they're touring now or playing shows. Another great logo, Throbbing Gristle, Little Genesis, George. And then last but not least, this is the most bizarre bootleg DEVO pin I've found, maybe ever, but certainly recently. It's DEVO, but it's drawings of little birds by a kid with some kind of domes on. It's birds. It's like a child's drawing of birds, and it says DEVO over it. Like, what? I'm wondering if this is a drawing that somebody gave DEVO, and maybe I posted it, and then it's somehow on the internet, and they made a but it's obviously a child drawing of birds. It's only 4 birds.
Your fault.
It's only 4 birds. It's not even 5. Yeah, that's the weirdest. So I got
the later version.
I got other buttons today. Oh, you know what? I can find those other buttons. They're in my purse right here. Hold on.
And yes, Michael Pilmer has a purse.
Hold on.
We've discussed this issue, but what are you gonna do? And let's see. Have you heard of Invincible Sex, Mike?
Who?
Gaz says. And
Who?
Gaz.
And, who do we ask if I heard of?
Invincible Sex.
Is that a band?
I am not sure I want to ask. So I don't know. Yeah, so Gaz, let us know. And Ed says, I found a cassette in a car stereo in the trunk of my Trans Am. Not sure what is on it, but I was listening to it in the early 90s. It must be some recording from my earliest band. Yeah, that's the kind of cool crap. You find stuff from back in the day.
I only found 4 more that I bought. These I bought today. So there's another DEVO bootleg.
And now that they still sell everywhere today.
Well, it's just bootleg. Yeah. And then I got this cool Go-Go's pin because I'm getting ready to see them at Cruel World, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got this badass Cinderella logo. I love that hair metal pin.
From your favorite album?
This is my favorite bootleg pin. I've never seen one of these. Look at this cool public image one.
Oh, nice. And the colors and shit. That's cool.
Weird. I've never seen that color set up, and it's totally weird. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I like pin back buttons, y'all, for sure.
It's nice. It's nice. All right. It's nice. PP were dope.
Yeah, man.
Low Noise was saying Boogie Down Productions were dope, especially Criminal Minded LP.
Yeah, Criminal Minded, You've Been Blind. And then By Any Means Necessary was great. Those are the 2 I know the most.
And Vinyl Dreamscape, I'm moving up. Members of Throbbing Gristle would go on to be in the groups like Psychic TV, Coil, and Chris and Casey. It's like Kosi, and it's like, that amazing stuff.
I listen to Coil way more than I listen to Throbbing Gristle, and I love the first maybe 3 or 4 Coil albums are really, really good. They did some techno stuff later that I probably should listen to, but I haven't. But I think the last record by them I really liked was Love's Secret Domain. But like Horse Rotorvator and The Anal Staircase, that's classic Coil, and it blew my mind when I first heard it. So
in Vinyl Dreamscape, it's like Mike got me into them, and it's like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have been involved, with Throbbing Gristle, but I had to buy the represses. But beyond that, and like Psychic TV and stuff, it's like, great stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if 4-tracks will ever come back in style. When I was in college, we did a lot of recordings on 4-tracks. A lot of the early Silica Gel stuff and Crapper Keeper was all. These are bands that I was in, by the way. But a lot of 4-track playing around. It was just so rudimentary and so easy for a dumbass like me to record on the 4-track. We did a lot of stuff.
And I have been hearing that a number of bands have been using 4-track for their mastering. So I'm going to say yes.
Jason's reading Genesis, the Origins memoir. I'd love to read that. We were lucky, Tim and I, to meet him right before he passed away. I think it was the last U.S. show he ever did.
It was.
Yeah, and he signed our stuff, which he doesn't really do that a whole
lot. And in the show, he has a segment where he tells people, look to your left, look to your right. You let the people know that you love them, and then hug the person to your left. And he comes to me, and I'm like, and like I literally just like I went nuts, and it was on the film. It's like, that's the last American show when Genesis gave me a hug.
Oh, Low Noise. No, I bought those pins here in Brooklyn or Manhattan and Brooklyn. Yeah, I bought those pins. I always go when I go to record stores that have pins. I always look for certain ones. Dave, the pickup artist, has another joke, I think.
No.
Yes, it's a joke. It's a good one. I can't read that time.
Oh, Crapper Keeper rules. Let's convince Pilmer to do a reunion show.
If me and Grandpa if Grandpa would do it, and we can get a backing, the other 2 people to play the roles of the other guys, I'd totally do that. But we'd have to find all our original tape loops, which I think we still have.
We found them not long ago, Mike.
I would have to buy new costume pieces, I think. I think we found them. How are you going to find them? How are you going to find them?
I was there when you found them. Because we were bringing all that crap down.
Oh, for the Repetophile show. Yeah, I don't know if Crapper Keepers were in there or if that was all Repetophile stuff. And we do have some. I would do it. I would do a Rabid Salesman reunion. I just need somebody to back me up.
Yeah, and we were all pushing for that Rabid Salesman one, but there were 3 others that didn't want anything to do with it.
Tim is not a huge fan of Cracker Keeper.
Not at all. I don't know if you remember, Ed, but yeah, it's like, well, not my thing.
Peter Graves, hey man, how are you? Where am I going to see you, Peter? What show? Cruel World or something? Where am I going to see you, Peter? Hey, yeah. But yeah, man, it's been really fun. And for the first 3 shows, usually there's something that goes wrong because we're not in the swing of things yet. But it's been incredibly smooth. I got Boogie Boy a new costume. For those of you who have seen the shows, I got Boogie Boy a new costume, which is actually a costume that he wore in 1979, 1980. Can you guys, anybody who's seen the show this year so far, tell me what the Boogie Boy costume has changed into? Because, Boogie Boy, for the most part, has been wearing the same costume for about 20 years. And something that we bought in Atlantic City, and it got old to me. And so I happened to find East Coaster DEVO is pathetic. Yes, they are to normies like you. Thank you very much for your input. You were the kind of person that I stayed away from, and I wanted nothing. Actually, I wanted nobody to confuse me with people like you. So that's why I paint my fingernails and I wear this crap, because it weirds you normies out, and I love that. So you go poop your pants and be nervous about things, and you keep hating on DEVO. Go listen to your Kid Rock bullshit and fuck off.
and
do what I want.
Is you're in the wrong place.
Y'all should have a Boogie Boy from in heaven. Well, that costume, man, I found it at, nobody said exactly what the costume was, but I found it at a thrift store in North Carolina right before the tour. I mean, like a couple weeks before the tour. I found it and told Mark, I've got you sorted on a new costume. The good thing is about it is that it has no snaps, no buttons like his other costume had, so it takes us a lot less time to get him in it. And I also found some, it's not completely bald, dude, it's just the top. How about you show us your fucking dead mother? Or let's kill her first, and then you can show it to us. Hey, Tim, why don't you kick that guy out of here?
Yeah, that's what I'm getting ready to do.
Because if he really wants me to go up in his ass, I will. But it won't be fun for him. It won't be fun. Come to Brooklyn, you pussy. Yeah, I got a posse, dude. Don't fuck with me. So it's been this costume thing. I was so happy to see him wearing something different and something that harkened back to another day. And we actually did a bobblehead of Boogie Boy wearing the same costume. And I couldn't believe I found a brand new, basically vintage version of it in a box for $2.50 at a thrift store. And I said, Mark, if that doesn't fit DEVO's budget, I don't know what does.
Well, I'm sure they had to figure it out, though.
I got new footwear for him today, or yesterday, actually. So he's going to have new footwear in the. Yeah, you can't just delete it. You have to block him. You have to block user or whatever.
No. You are seeing it. Nobody else does.
But I mean, you can't just delete the message, or you actually have to block.
No, he was blocked and deleted.
Oh, okay. It doesn't say that for me. It just says deleted.
Correct, because you're a you got a wrench.
Yeah. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So so it deleted all the messages at once. Right. Very cool pill button. I know, Michael Proskin. I collect PIL buttons since I was a kid, and I've never seen that.
No, I agree. That is killer.
That color combination is weird. So I was like, wow, yeah. And then the size of it was even weird. It was we had streaming 74 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I can't believe using StreamYard on my phone. It's so cool.
And honestly, it's not bad at all.
Oh, and look, we're almost up to the number of people that are watching on the likes. That's pretty good.
And Dave, of course, had a comment.
I think I saw a bobblehead today on The View. I don't know. That's all I can see.
That's what he said. Yep.
View is a TV show, I think, and I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe somebody on that show has a big head. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. But they keep playing a silver exercise.
I do know what it is, and I did hear what it is, and he's talking about Biden.
Biden's head's not really big.
His head's what?
He doesn't have a very big head, and bobbleheads are really big heads. He's probably just got a twitchy head.
Yeah, I think that's what he means.
Like maybe he was in like death twitches.
It's possible too. I don't know.
Any human could really be considered a bobblehead if you think about it, unless they're.
Oh, at one point, yes, absolutely.
Especially babies, man. Ugh. The grossest bobbleheads ever. Babies.
Ed says The View is the worst TV show ever.
Oh, I think that could be argued.
I can't watch it, Ed.
But, I mean,
and like there's one person on there that like, and I don't even know this show, and it's just like this one person just speaks with such a horrible. The range of the vocals are so bad.
Well,
you just want them to pass away quickly.
How do you know how the person speaks if you don't know the show?
No, because I've seen commercials, and there's this one person.
Turn those commercials off. You don't need to be watching that shit.
I agree. There shouldn't be commercials. We're paying for this crap.
Yeah. I remember something about a show that had Mari in it, but I don't remember the name of the show. Don't know as Jason Skill says, The View was not as good as Mari. Was it Mari Povich?
Oh, yeah. I know that name. I know it. Yeah.
Back when I used to watch TV in the 80s or 90s.
I don't know if I watched it, but yeah, I remember it.
I remember watching some of those, and I was on one of those shows, not on as a guest, but I was in the audience for who was the really light-skinned black dude with the shaved head, and he had a brother that worked on this show too, that also had a shaved head. That was in the audience.
You mean Cleveland?
No, it wasn't Cleveland, I don't think. But it was a light-skinned black guy with a shaved head. I think he had a mustache, and I was in the audience for his show. I don't know why. I think it was just randomly in New York, and some friends wanted to go see it.
Yeah, I can't place it.
It's a collection of mother-in-laws. What in the hell? What's a collection of mother? The View? Oh, I mean, I don't know. I don't know that much about it. I'll take your word for it. I mean, Ed. I mean, just don't watch TV. That's how you avoid all that shit. Just turn the TV off. You won't have to comment on what shows shouldn't exist if you just turn that shit off. Montel Williams, that's it, record man. Yep, I was in the audience for that show once. Have no idea what happened. I just remember they would tell people they would have people practice clapping, and then after the commercial break, they would tell people to clap.
And I actually liked him.
Yeah, I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, I do remember him.
I mean, we were a generation where those kind of talk shows were kind of insane. Like, whether they were scripted or not, they were like pretty off the chain, violent and crazy.
Well, and I remember being shocked at ones that I learned through you that were totally fixed. And it's like, yeah, they were.
Learned through me. I don't know if I watched those shows much, but I know like Morton Downey. I remember that.
I've heard of the name.
I didn't really watch a lot of those. Some of those on cable or something, because we never had cable when I was a kid, so maybe that's why I didn't watch them. I don't remember. Is it true the audio is bad on The View? Well, I don't know. It's probably bad here, so I can't really fault them for that.
I don't know that either.
I don't care much, really. So wait, there was something else I wanted to tell you guys. Let's see. Let me think back to Philly. Okay, Philly. I got to meet up with Nick Cisillo, the guy who plans Devotional with me. That was cool. And I also got to see him at the after party in Brooklyn. That was nice. Who else did I see? Oh, I got to hook up with Matt from Blondie, the keyboardist from Blondie. He showed up at the Brooklyn show backstage, and it was great. I haven't seen him in a long, long time. Years.
Yeah, what was he doing?
He was in New York, and he came to the show. Chris Stein was going to come, but he felt sick. He felt under the weather, so he couldn't make it. Pardon me. But man, I got to tell you, I can't believe it's only 3 shows in to the tour, and I've been on the road basically 9 days or something. It's crazy. And then because a lot of the time it's traveling, and then we have these art shows in some towns, and those can't be on the same day as the show. So it's pretty cool to be in these cities for multiple days and not having to get on the show and run to the next city every time.
And I gotta just excuse me a second. I am ashamed of my city, everybody, because the way we get the artists that we want, whether they be singers, musicians, or painters, or what not, whatever. They don't get there unless we let our venues know that we want to see them. And my city didn't request the Mark Mothersbaugh art show. And
I don't know if it works that way, Tim. I don't think that they actually, unless it's a huge wave of people, I don't think a few DEVO fans calling to say they want to see DEVO in a certain city really has any effect on it, because what it's based on is not only who the promoter thinks is good for their area, but is the band available? Can the band play on the specific date that the promoter or the venue has open? It's like, it's all these different planets that have to align. It's not just the band wants to play in this city, so we'll set up a show, or the fans want to, it's not based on that stuff much. It's based on just logistics, money, and,
But it blew my mind that there's no art show. I was shocked.
Well, why? There's, I don't know how easy it is to find galleries to do specifically what we need them to do. So I'm not going to pretend to know, but I'm sure
it's pretty easy.
It's not based on, well, how do you know?
In this city, it's very easy.
Booked an art show.
All of the venues are set up for that, and they're all empty.
But Tim, you've never booked an art show.
I'm saying they're available.
Available for what? You have to be, for the kind of prints DEVO's selling, they cost over $2,000. You have to kind of have a certain kind of gallery with a certain kind of clientele, and yet that gallery has to be interested in a DEVO photo show. So there's a lot of variables that even though I've booked art shows for Mark Mothersbaugh for over 10 years, I don't know that kind of market. That's a high-end market. It's a different thing. It's a different crowd. I don't pretend to know it. So I'm sure it's a little more difficult doing the galleries than we did for years, because they were a wholly different market for sure. Schoolie D, oh, dude, low noise. Check this out. Hold on, let me make sure, let me think about where it is. I have this really cool thing to show you. Just low noise, hold on. Let's figure out where it is. I think it's in here. Oh, dude, I can show you some records. Oh, here it is. Okay, I found this. Okay, so Schoolie D, Tim, is one of my favorite rappers from the 80s.
I hear that. I know.
He was the first guy to rap about weed. He was the first guy really to rap about having a gun. Although he didn't make that the focus of his raps, he did mention a gun every now and then, which I think he has credit for being the first gangster rapper. So I'm walking around Philly, and this is after talking to people about Philadelphia, and all I ever say to people when I talk about Philly is like, oh, I love it because Schoolie D is from there. So I'm walking down the street one night, hanging with people, and I see this on a pole. Okay? The Dwarves and Schoolie D.
What?
Yeah, the Dwarves and Schoolie D playing July 31st, 2025. And then it says the Schoolie D, the original gangster rapper, is back, and he's got a killer new LP. Look at that.
Lips.
Oh, wait.
Oh, Schoolie D. I mean, but like it's his
It's the same art.
The first artwork. Yeah.
Do you know the Dwarves are?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay, so what do they sound like?
Dude, they're fucking punk.
Well, yeah, or post-punk or something. But they were the band that typically on the covers they would have a midget and a naked girl and some blood splattered everywhere, and the covers will always get banned. But yeah, Schoolie is playing with the Dwarves. If anybody's in Philly for this show, and I will pay you to get me a Schoolie D t-shirt.
Well, when is it?
I told you, July 31st.
Maybe we need to go.
Well, I'm going to be on tour, Tim. I'm going to be on tour.
Okay, I
don't know my... The last thing I'm going to want to do is go somewhere and see a show. But I also want to mention, okay, so if you're going to go to this show anywhere in Philly, please get me a Schoolie D shirt. I'll pay you back. On that same note, I have heard that from these past 3 shows, there were bootleg DEVO t-shirts being sold outside the venue. I need you people to buy me one in size medium. I'll pay you back. Please. Tom Kirsten saw them and didn't get me one. I'm like, oh, don't you guys know I'm DEVO obsesso? I need that shit. And I never get to see where the bootleg shirts are sold for whatever reason. I never see them. So when the show's coming out, anybody going to see DEVO finds a bootleg DEVO t-shirt. I don't care what the design is. Just get me a size medium. I'll pay you back. I swear. Yeah, Philly rapper, original gangster rapper. That's right. Can you believe he's playing on Jason? And the fact that you mentioned him, and I just happen to have this flyer, is crazy. But I couldn't believe I found it.
Good.
So there's that.
That is crazy cool.
Oh, look at this record I found at a thrift store. You're going to love this, Tim. I loved it. You guys ready for this? Oh, Tim, can you make me big?
I will give it a shot.
No, you put me in solo layout.
What?
Put me in solo layout.
Okay.
That's good enough. Look at this, Tim.
Wow.
Merry Tuba Christmas, dude.
Yeah.
Merry Tuba Christmas. What? I love it. I mean, Tuba Christmas is one word.
Oh, I caught that. And the pictures. I have a question for you. Have you heard of Blind Jake?
No, it sounds like blues or something.
Did you have this record before?
I did, but I don't know if it has this little tiny 198. In the
I don't think yours is near as nice shape.
No, this is hard. This is all fun.
Oh, wow. Yuck. But
it doesn't matter.
Look good.
I don't get these things to be in perfect shape. Oh, look at this thrift score. Look at this thrift score.
Yep.
Plant.
Yep, I've seen that one.
Look, there's the plants.
No, it's a proven fact that classical music helps plants grow.
That's great. There's a record about it. Oh, hold on. I got something else to show you. Hold on. Okay, so somebody in Brooklyn came to you can put yourself on the screen again, Tim. I just wanted to be a little bigger. Somebody from Brooklyn brought me records of their band.
He's been saying that his whole life.
There's a band called Slugbug, and they gave me 2 of their 7-inches, 2 different pressings.
Black vinyl.
Look, Slugbug.
Okay, yeah, we see it now. Yeah.
So this one is. This one is. I think maybe this might be glow in the dark. I'm not sure.
Oh, nice. Yeah, it looks like it is. Yeah.
Glow in the dark, and then the other one is probably black vinyl, I guess. Yeah, black vinyl.
Cool.
I don't know what it sounds like, but I'm guessing it's interesting. So yeah, that's cool. I love that kind of. Now look at this, Tim. This is not something that I got on this trip, but it's something that I handed off to my friend Aaron to have something done for me.
I know it.
Very good. You know what it is? Got my Kraftwerk 7-inch single signed by Ralph, the surviving original member.
Yeah, the only one.
Yeah, so I handed it off to Aaron, and she brought it back for me, and I'm so happy.
I did not know she was working with them.
Yeah, she does the merch.
Nice.
So I was like, I know there's probably no way I can meet him, but can you at least get this signed? She was like, yeah, cool.
And do you recall when we the neighborhood yard sale or whatever they called it in Oakwood Village in Raleigh was going on, and Mike and I walked around and found this one place, and I bought 20 or so albums, and honestly I would have bought them all, but like I was kind of broke at that point, but they were all autographed, and
wow.
Kraftwerk was as well. So I have every original Kraftwerk member's autograph that I paid $1 for.
Wow. Now, it says here, Low Noise says, I recently discovered that Susie sampled PSK by Schoolie D. For what song, Jason?
Yeah.
Kiss Them For Me. Really? So I know that song, Kiss Them For Me.
Yeah.
What did Low Noise, was it a beat that she sampled, or what was sampled? I'm going to have to go back and listen to that now. Kiss Them For Me.
Because I'm surprised he'd do it, but yeah, I mean, it was a big pop hit.
Surprised that who would do it?
Schoolie D.
No, he didn't do anything. Susie sampled Schoolie D.
Holy crap.
He didn't do anything. Susie
Okay, I misread that. Wow. Huh.
People always say, what the fuck does that mean? It means Parkside Crew, I think it was what it meant. Parkside, 5'2", Parkside, 5'2". So yeah, Jason Skills, if you're still there, I want to know what she sampled. Obviously, it wasn't a lyric about him shooting stuff or smoking stuff. It's probably a beat, I'm guessing.
And you read this down below?
Yeah, Cuba Chris is an old holiday. Very few people outside the American Midwest celebrate. Crazy. It's an actual thing, or are you punking me? Kiss them for me. No, I got that song in my head.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to do it.
He hasn't replied yet, right? About the sample. I'm dying to know what Schoolie D sampled. Well, Tim,
What's
you want me to come up with that? You got anything to talk about? Because I'm struggling, dude.
Oh, hey, you know what we're missing also? We're missing your kitties. God.
Yeah, I have to go there. Of course, I'm missing my cat.
I'm sorry, but like I was just like,
Tim wants to be
oh.
Why is it people from Ohio are attracted to the negative? What the?
No, it's a positive.
Can we positive up here?
It's
Jesus
because
Christ.
they're wonderful.
We're gonna have to do this. Okay, so my positive, Jeff Young just replied saying he's listening to it now and it sounds like a snare hit was sampled. That's what I thought was beat. All right, now let's get some more positives since Tim brought it down by making me miss my cat.
See how he is.
You know what I don't miss? Your dogs.
I'm glad they're not dogs.
I'm glad they're not in the picture right now.
He never met my dogs or cats.
Okay, so she sampled the killer Schoolie D 808 drum and scratches. Okay, even scratches are in there. Oh, that's cool, man. I'm glad that she or her people were hip to Schoolie D. That's nice. Oh, MX Valentina is loving something or trying to eat something. I don't know what's going on with that little guy. Oh, shout out to whoever's taking care of Pilmer's cats. Yeah, that's my friend Ian Shannon. He is my savior and my official cat sitter. And stay positive. That's right, MX.
And a all-around great guy.
Yeah, and I just talked to him today. Everything's cool. He's making sure my car battery doesn't die by starting it.
No, he did not talk him into be gay. It was different.
Yeah, I don't have to talk him into that. He's just naturally, genetically. No, he's pretty straight as far as I know. JF, hello, JF. Nice avatar. Nice white lettering on blue circle. Pretty cool. I was laughing, yes, man makes Valentina. I assumed it was a laugh or you were trying to eat some blue lines of something in the air. You were maybe some bugs flying. What's going on there, Tim? Oh, Tim's dogs are stripping and they're throwing clothes at him. Or maybe his son is stripping, which would be even more kinky. So Tim's got a stripping son living with him. Now, why do we only get to see the clothes thrown? Is he imitating Anne?
No, it is Anne. Anne's here.
Anne's throwing her summer bra, you know?
Yes. No, it's her winter bra. You saw the fur, didn't you?
JF, you saw me in D.C. where? At the show? Remind me. Didn't realize you were in the Triangle area. Yeah, well, I'm not right now, but I live there. Yeah, JF. Are you in the Triangle area, JF? Did you come up to see them in D.C. from the Triangle area? Tell me more, my friend. Gaz O'Hara, how can I send you a link to the track? Gaz, you can find me on Instagram, on Facebook. You can find my email address on the contact page at clubdevo.com. You can go to iceherup.com and find my contact info. You can also go to devo-obsesso.com, find my info. Or you can just Google.
Unfortunately, we can't do it here.
Just simply Google Michael Pilmer. You will find a number of ways to contact me. I went to North Carolina State. Okay, I did too. How old are you, JF? Were you there when I was there way back 100 years ago? But where do you live, JF? We need to probably be in touch somehow if you're in my neighborhood. Yeah, my positive is Schooly D is playing live with the Dwarves, no less. Somebody I know has to go to that damn show.
It's unbelievable. It's like, God.
I mean, I was never a big fan of the Dwarves, but Schooly D, I actually tried to go see Schooly D once on the Am I Black Enough For You tour, and I got to the club, everybody was waiting, and he canceled.
And I've actually seen the Dwarves, and I kind of love the Dwarves.
Yeah, I've never seen the Dwarves. I never really got into the Dwarves music. I used to live next door to Doug. Is Doug in the Dwarves? Who is Doug? Oh, the Connells. Okay. I know somebody's related to one of those Connells guys.
Yeah.
I was never into the Connells, but I know a friend of mine, his brother is in that band.
74, 75.
Is there a Connell with the last name Ray? Because I know his brother, John.
Yeah, I don't remember their first name.
Oh, MX Valentina, are you going to be at Mosswood Meltdown, MX Valentina? Because I am super psyched about seeing Snooper too. One of my favorite new bands I've discovered, and also MX Valentina. I would love to tell you that I designed a shirt for Snooper really recently. It's limited edition. You can go to Bifocal Media, BIFOCAL, media.com, and buy it before they're sold out. And then you can wear it to that show, and that will help me find you in the crowd. But it's a pretty cool shirt, if I do say so myself.
It is a great shirt.
Okay, well, yeah, MX Valentina, we're going to meet then at Mosswood Meltdown. So look for me. You know what I look like now. I look like this. So look for me.
And he is scarier in person.
And I smell really bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Often constantly farting.
Yeah.
No, but, just find me, Valentina. And wear your Snooper shirt. I can't wait to see them. And that's on Jalen's birthday, too. I was able to get a pic with Bob, One, and Gerald. Oh, that's cool, JF. Nice. Right on. Yes. Okay, cool. Roxy let you in. Good deal. Yeah. There's no E on Roxy, but yeah, Roxy let you in. That's cool.
And yet,
well,
she's good
fun. We're going to have fun at the Mosswood, y'all. I'll try. Please do.
JF, it's always a great show.
Yeah, and have you ever seen Snooper before, Valentina? They're one of my favorite bands to see live these days. I mean, if not my favorite. Bill Kushwick, are you adding static into the stream from the synthesizer? Is it weird? It's just I'm using my phone microphone, so it's probably not the best, but at least it's working. So we have that going for us. And yeah, that's all I can do. I don't know how good or bad it sounds, but
it wasn't even planned. It literally began in thought this morning.
I think I'd sound old because I am old.
He's old. He's old.
Okay, where did you see Snooper before? I'm curious. Or where do you actually live? Last year with DEVO at Punk Rock Bowling. Okay, so you live out west, obviously, right? Yeah, that was my, I believe that was my first time seeing them, if I'm not mistaken, at Punk Rock Bowling.
And that's
Sounds like
the tickets I do not use.
I'm quite vintage, Bill. Quite vintage. They were the best. Yeah, I loved it. But then I got to see them fairly soon after that in a little tiny club in Asheville, North Carolina, right before Asheville got obliterated by a storm and flooding. Me and my friend Jalen saw them in Asheville, and that was super cool to see them in a little club. You live in LA? Okay, great. Well, I come to LA quite a bit, so we'll keep in touch. JF says, I saw Per Ubu open for the Pixies. Oh, wow, 1991. I've never seen any of those bands. I don't know a whole lot about the Pixies. I've never owned any pair Ubu, but I do know them from Urban Music War for
I've seen
sure.
both.
Let's see. I saw my crazy friend Sean in DC, the guy with the beard that collects autographs like a hound. And who else did I see? I might see the Pixies this summer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know much about them. People always say I would like them, but I can't remember ever hearing them and going, oh, yeah, I love this band. So I don't know if I didn't hear the right stuff yet or whatever. But, you know, I'm open to usually if I see a band and I discover them when they're playing live, usually I like them. Yes, that's right. I heard David Thomas of Perry Uber passed away. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think him and DEVO got along very well. I think they kind of picked on each other back in the day. But they were both from Ohio, of course, where Tim is from and where I'm from, where Tim still lives for some reason.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, and it's Valentina. I'm doing an art show May 24th. It's called Pancakes and Booze. What? I have to know more about this, Valentina. If you could find a way to contact me, email or whatever, social media, just look for my name, Michael Tomer. It's pretty easy. I think that there might be links on my YouTube channel somewhere. Anyway, easy to find me. I would like to know more about your art show. I will not be out there for it, but because I'll be seeing Amo and the Sniffers in Raleigh, North Carolina around that date. I think maybe the 21st. I think it's 21st. Not a fan of Frank Black anymore. I don't know much about him. Oh, I guess he used to be in the Pixies. Yeah, I don't know. I lived in Athens. Okay. Went to Ohio University. Oh, okay. Well, wow. All right. How old are you, JF, if you don't mind me asking? I think you're probably younger than me, I'm guessing. Maybe you're not. I don't know. Tim, you okay?
Doing fine. How about you?
Yeah. Just don't fall asleep on us.
No, not doing that.
What year did you move to Raleigh? 1986.
I didn't.
86. Well, 86 I started going to school there. 88 I moved there permanently. Lived in a party. Okay, I'm 57. I'll be 58 this year. Okay, so we're neck and neck there, JF. We're in the same age group right now. Okay. Yeah, but I moved down here to go to NC State. Well, I didn't move down here to go to NC State, but I went to NC State, and then I was living in Charlotte at the time, and then I moved to Raleigh in 88 for good. Yeah. It's the only place I figured that I could afford a house. Another drink for Ed coming up. Yeah, I'm kind of envious a little bit, but when I get on that bus tonight, it'll be nice and easy to sleep without alcohol. Punk rock isn't dead, it just goes to bed with reasonable. Albert, speak for yourself. That is not me.
Like define reasonable, that's the main thing.
Before the sun comes up, okay. Sounds reasonable to me. There was 2 nights in a row recently here in Brooklyn that I stayed up till 2 one night and then 3:30 the next night. Still got up before 9 in the morning.
And JF says, right on, I worked at WKNC.
Oh my goodness, Super Potsies, Ohio. What's happening? Seeing Gene Simmons next Wednesday. You're not going to see Gene Simmons, Tim?
I did not get tickets.
Ah, man, that's cool. Oh, Potsy, are they going to have tour shirts with Gene Simmons on them? Man, Potsy, I kind of want you to text me and show me what the shirts are like. Chris Newton was the manager of radio. I don't know much about radio. MX Valentina is laughing about something. That's good. Punk's not dead, it's just drunk on a weeknight. Well, if the socialization is happening, it could be a possibility. College radio station, says JF. Oh, a manager of college radio station. Okay. Wait, I do my own design DEVO t-shirts. Okay, be careful, Gaz. Just don't sell them. 88.1, of course I know that station, JF, yes. WKNC. Okay. Right on. Wow, I can't believe this has been going so smooth. And we have 15 more minutes, and we have a technical glitch yet, really. No, I'll get one for you. Super Posse, if you get me a medium, I'll make it up to you, buddy. Gene Simmons tour shirt. Usually I don't like getting a tour shirt if I don't actually see the show, but,
But and also, as he mentioned earlier, like bootleg DEVO, yes, he would appreciate one.
No, he's talking about Gene Simmons' show. Oh, yeah, but yeah, if anybody's going to TiVo and they see bootleg shirts being sold outside the venue, I got to have a medium. Sex Police, I saw them quite a few times live. The other bands I wasn't really into. I'm friends with DEVO, but I was never really into the music. Johnny Quest I saw a couple times. Wasn't really quite into them much. Because I was more, by the time I knew who Johnny Quest was, I already knew Red Hot Chili Peppers, so I kind of liked Chili Peppers better back then. But yeah, Johnny Quest, Sex Police, Dylan Fence, and DEVO were all frat bands. They played a lot of fraternities. And I didn't really like fraternities, but I could be convinced to go see Sex Police and the other band that Sex Police was called the Pressure Boys, which is my favorite incarnation of those bands. Oh yeah, so you guys says the freedom of choice photo where they're sat in chairs. Oh, that's very British to say. They are sat in chairs. Mark and the rest looking up, and then the back is when they're looking down. Yeah, that photo is by. I can't believe I can't remember the damn name. He did the Freedom of Choice album cover. He's deceased. He also did the first Dickies album cover. I can't remember his name. I'm having a mind meltdown right now. That's with a J. Anyway, so yeah, that he took both those photos. So if my math is correct, you're exactly 15 years younger than me, except I'm removing years moving forward. What? What does that mean? I'm removing years moving forward or backwards. You're getting way over my head with the numbers talk here. Enjoy the tour, says MX. Okay, we'll see you. We'll see you at wherever. The Rock Show, Mosswood and Uptown. Hopefully, MX. Stay in touch. Wait a second. I get a large and you tower over me. Well, I'm skinny. You know, I just started wearing mediums a year or two ago. I never thought I would fit in a medium, but I do. Now when I wear a large, I feel like I have a big bag, like a baggy bag on me. It doesn't fit right for me anymore. Yes, the drummer from the Pressure Boys is now in the Connells. Okay, that makes sense. They're all in the same posse.
I didn't know that.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers actually didn't rip off Johnny Quest, Edward. They ripped off the Big Boys. It was a Texas punk funk band, and actually, Red Hot Chili Peppers in the early days were called by some people the Little Big Boys because they ripped off. I mean, there are some exact rip-offs. Like I think they did some of the same songs that the Big Boys covered. They both covered some old songs, but it sounds a lot like the Big Boys. Look it up. Okay, I don't know any of those bands. JF, Candy Stripers, M80s, Left Wing Fascists. I don't know any of those bands.
I mean,
must be pretty.
What do you mean?
Candy Stripers, M80s, and Left Wing Fascists. I don't know.
To what? Don Henley and Alanis Morissette?
Who?
Don Henley?
I don't know who he's talking about. What name that JF is talking about now? Oh, the drummer with the Pressure Boys, maybe. Okay, I don't know.
Like you don't know who these people are?
Oh, I remember his name. His name is Norwich Cheek or something Cheek. His last name is Cheek, I believe. Somebody's got to know. I think his last name is Cheek. I don't know him that well. We kind of know each other, but I don't know. Let me know Jason Skills. Great stream tonight, Homer. It's been too long. Have to tune in more often. Hey, thanks, man. I didn't know I'd be able to do this tonight, but I'm glad we tried it. Thanks for stopping by and commenting and participating in the conversation. I appreciate that. Yeah, Super Chum was from Chapel Hill for sure. Norwood Cheek. That's his name. Norwood Cheek is the drummer that he's talking about. Hey Tim, what if Silk Girls open for Gene Simmons someday?
Oh,
what if Gene Simmons
some crazy nights, dude?
What if Gene Simmons open for the Silk Girls?
Yeah, and that could happen too.
I can see the Silk Girls punching Gene Simmons in the face. I can see him doing
if he went a certain way. Absolutely.
Yeah, things could go wrong there.
No, but I think he's at an age that he might like that.
Gaz said, "Oh, Rob Ladd is the drummer. Oh, Norwood Cheek maybe was the bass player or something. I don't know the name Rob Ladd. Send me your link, Tim. I will show you a photo of one of them. My next one will be Peekaboo. I don't know if Tim has a link he could send you actually. Besides his regular.
What do you say again?
Gaz says, send me your link, Tim. I will show you a photo. He wants you to send him a link where he can get in touch with you. Maybe. Are you on Instagram, Gaz? Norwood was bass. Okay, right, Jeff. That's the only name I know from that band off the top of my head. Yeah, Bill, that's what I think. Gene Simmons should open for the Silk Girls. That'd be funny.
It would be amazing.
Yeah, I hope to catch the Silk Girls on one of their shows. I mean, I know they're playing North Carolina at some point, and I will gladly drive to see them as long as I'm in town for that. But I'm going to catch them somewhere because I think they'll be here for maybe a couple months or so. I'm hoping. I know something's going to work out, but I'm going to have to take a road trip to see them, that's for sure. I like seeing them live a lot. They're really quite entertaining. I'd like to hear, Low Noise says, I'd like to hear some early punk demos of Red Chili's. Pretty much suck in later years. I like their first maybe 3 or 4 albums. I think the last one I really liked was called, it was the one with the woman on the cover. I forget what it was called. But when they started putting the light up thing on their head, Californication, that was horrible. It was horrible. I saw Chili Peppers on one of their first tours when they were wearing the socks on their cocks. It was in Charlotte, North Carolina. They were Faith No More opened for them. And it was the first singer of Faith No More, not the second one.
Yeah.
And there's the link, Gaz. There's Tim's email. Bill says Motoblot on June 27th near Chicago. Motoblot? Oh, that's a venue? June 27th near Chicago. You're close to that, Tim, aren't you?
I mean, I'm not horribly far. I think it's like 4 hours.
Go, dude.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see them in Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay. Right on. When's that?
The problem is that they're in Cleveland when I am in, I forget where, to see another show.
DEVO?
Probably DEVO, yeah.
Yeah, DEVO is stomping on my chance to see quite a few bands this
Yeah, I know. They've done that to me a lot, you know, and they know they owe me. But
it's a pretty good reason to not be able to go to shows, but I'm still kind of bummed out. And like I said before, I would have totally gone to see Pearl Jam in Raleigh 2 nights in a row.
And people don't realize they are really a great live band.
I'm not really a fan of the music. I just don't, it's not my thing. But
a good live band.
I would have gone to see Eddie. Yeah, so I did message Eddie the other day, see if he wanted to go see DEVO in Seattle.
No,
I think that's where he is.
Yeah, he is.
Not yet. JF says, if you're ever in Virginia Beach, go to Birdland Records. Oh, I've been there. I think I might know Barry. I think I might have some kind of connection with that guy because I'm familiar with Birdland Records. Chuck Mosley, yep, he's the guy I saw, Record Man, open for Chili Peppers. That was We Care a Lot About the Army, Air Force, something, and Marines. We care a lot. Yeah. I didn't like the second version of Faith No More.
And that's where I learned them for the first time.
Yeah. So. Yeah, that was a good show. I can't remember the name of the club. It was just really kind of douchey, like normie kind of club. It wasn't like one of the punk clubs, but they had been showing bands like Black Flag and Chili Peppers and Faith No More. So I saw a few shows there. Hello, JK. Bill says Pittsburgh show is in limbo. No. Smiling Moose is closing for good or bad on May 31st and no other venue is available. Oh, man, that's a bummer. I hate when they have shows canceled because that means they're not getting paid and they're spending money and not making it, and that's horrible. Yeah, Faith No More were a cool band during 90s fusion. I remember, I never bought the record. I never was that much of a fan, but I liked seeing them live.
I bought their later stuff.
Oh, Midnight Oil too, man.
Another great band. Yeah.
The album Best of Both Worlds on it, Tim.
Say again?
What's the album? Midnight Oil album with Best of Both Worlds.
Beds Are Burning is the song that you know.
No, that's the top album. Damn, I don't know why I'm not remembering things today, but yeah, it has. We got the best of both worlds, you say. Times are tough. We got the best of both worlds. Love that damn album. But what is it? Oh, something, sunrise in the sunset or something. Oh, man. Somebody type that damn album name before my stream starts because I
yeah, because I can't think of it either.
Red Sails in the Sunset, maybe. Red Skies in the Sunset. What is it called?
No, that's
DEVO logo looks like Doge logo. What is Doge, dude? DEVO logo existed before whatever this Doge thing is. I'm thinking, Brian. Good to see you, Brian, by the way. DEVO logo looks like Troil.
Brian, I think we know you.
Who's the troll, Edward? I don't think so.
You said it right.
I said it right? What, red sails in the sunset, red sky? I think it's red. I think it's red sails in the sunset. That's my favorite midnight oil. Red sails in the sunset. Thank you, Mike Savoya. And by the way, hello, Mike Savoya. What show will I be seeing you at?
Yep.
Mike Savoya, what show? What DEVO show? Red Sails in the Sunset, yes. My favorite midnight oil. And I've never seen that band live, and I almost got a chance to later in their later years, but man, I wish I could have seen them. They were probably so good live. What's with the trolls tonight? I don't know. Maybe they came out of your pants. I don't know. It's the internet, man. Go figure. I sent you a message on Facebook. Okay. Me or Tim? God. I might not be able to get right back to you, but I got a lot of messages coming in right now. And it might take me a while. Dave,
it'll happen.
That's right. I just sold something on eBay, but I can't tell what, Tim.
Dude.
Yeah, very powerful. Now, we're going to have to wind this up. And so now, if I felt like there was a reason we should do this for another hour or so, I would. There's really nothing going on in my hotel room. So the Rush of Australia, yeah, I get that. But yeah, I like Rush too, though. I'll tell you what, my favorite Australian band is JF Severed Heads, and then Aim on the Sniffers. Right after that.
And I'm about to see them. Holy cow! I think.
What is Doge?
Right after DEVO, and DEVO's Sunday. So I think.
Good to see you, Jeff. Good to see you. What is Doge? What is DOG? What is it? I don't know what it is, but yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up. I want to thank my friend Tim, of course, for being here, and thanks for being nice at the show. Well, I really don't have much reason to be not nice unless somebody comes at me with some bullshit.
And Mike, I got to say one thing. Notice the quality of the picture from one side to another. You're on a phone, and I'm on a computer, and mine is solid crap. It's like
Ohio, damn it.
That's pretty amazing that your phone is doing better than a desktop.
Right on. Well, I say my prayers when I go to sleep, and maybe you don't, and so God is on my side.
Maybe.
But he's not on my side of the bed. He has to stay on the bed.
Oh, but he's going to burn somewhere.
Yeah, but too bad he was not at the after party in D.C. Well, yeah, he had to split. He didn't. Yeah, he had to go. He apologized. In fact, my friend Tony Dio Leonard came from North Carolina, brought a bunch of record covers to be signed, got everybody to sign except for Mark. So now I told Tony, I'll take those covers with me on tour and get them signed for you, which I did. But now I have to carry those motherfuckers around for another week. But I know how it is, and so I got it handled for him. Hey, Jim. Wait, I thought he was in the chat, but it's just a Facebook. All right, it's fuzzy. Ohio's fuzzy.
Wait.
All right, so anyway.
Ed, what do you mean? Yes, my image is fuzzy.
Well, I think it's your internet, not your camera, or it could be both.
No, I have high-speed internet, and you're on a phone.
I mean, maybe it's not high enough speed. Maybe you're not high enough.
Well,
wait, who has seen more cool legendary shows, Tomer or Brown Richie? Oh man, that's hard to say. I mean, if you consider DEVO legendary, I've seen about 100 DEVO shows, so I'm not sure. Probably more than
maybe more.
Yeah, but if you're only going to judge it by per band, maybe Brown Richie's seen. I don't know. I spent my whole life going to concerts though, so Doge is not a good thing. Well, what is it? Is it just some political bullshit? Then who cares? It's lies anyway. That's a myth, guys. Don't follow that soap opera. It's just diverting you from having a good time. And enjoying your life here on planet Earth.
Ed says, I think everything is fuzzy in Ohio.
Except Tim's butt, which he shaves.
And Bill said, Tim, your feed goes into Michael's live stream.
JF, I don't know if I can hook you up until I find out what's going on at the venue, how many people we already have to fit in places, how many passes are available, what the situation is. So I don't know really until the day, typically. I mean, I can put people on the list in advance if they have some direct connection to the band or it makes sense, but just randos as yourself, I just have to.
Please bring knee pads for Michael.
I don't need them. I got a wardrobe case full of them. Can I say hi to Mark there? Well, and I'll leave you guys on this note. The best thing to do, JF, is to show up early, hang out where you think the tour bus may pull up or where the band may enter the venue, back or the front or wherever. You just have to do it guerrilla style like I did when I was a kid. But be smart because you can approach him and he's not going to be a dick typically. They're pretty nice, but you have to catch him at the right time. But yes, if I can work something out for you, brother, I will. Just make sure you reach out to me and let me know who you are. Say hi to me, okay? All right, Tim, I'm going to shut this thing down and pack for the bus and get ready for a 4 or 5 hour trip to Boston and a good night's sleep, hopefully in the bunk of a bus. Michael and Tim rock on, brothers. A medium shirt for Michael. Yes, please, Super Bocce, I appreciate it. And if you can get Gene Simmons to draw a dick on it for me, that'd be great. But yeah, we'll see you guys on the next time I'm able to stream. Maybe it'll be a Thursday. Maybe I'll find a day that we can do this other than a Thursday. But I will try to get him in when I can. And it's good to say hi.
Yeah, and we pulled this off. And yes.
Yeah, and maybe we can do it again now. So check on the live stream and check for me going to Boston tonight. So see you guys around. If you see me at the show, please grab me, say hi, and please, if you find any bootleg shirts of DEVO for sale at these shows, please buy me a medium. I'll pay you back. Good night, everybody. See you, Tim.
Good night, all.
We're out of here.